Hi everyone and welcome to Triple M Adventures with Bill. This is part 6 of the newbie setting a quadcopter up for a newbie. And we're going to look at forwarding the RSSI on a channel so that we can have the RSSI readings in our goggles. And we're also going to look at endpoint adjustments, which you should do with every quad. We're not going to do it, we can do it on the radio, but I would prefer to do it in Betaflight every time with the new quad. Okay, let's switch over to the computer and take a look at Betaflight. Before we switch over to the computer, what you need to do is get a piece of paper and you need to write at the top L and H and then check your channel mapping in Betaflight and then write, in my case it's going to show AERT, and then so A is roll, E is pitch, R is yaw and T is throttle, because you've got to take the readings of the radio by moving your sticks full to get those figures. So you just need a simple piece of paper and write that down. So I wanted to show you that so you can then write the figures down. Okay, let's switch over to the computer now. Okay, let's launch Betaflight. Okay, that's up and running. And now I'm going to plug in my quadcopter and turn on my Jumper T16.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Okie dokie.
Disarm motors, acro mode.
Okay, so the first process we need to do is connect our quadcopter. And right, we are going to go to receiver. Now in here you can see that my channel mapping here is AETR. So I wrote down AETR. Now all we're going to do is we're going to go to the roll, and you can see the midpoint looks good. So we're going to go to roll and we're going to full extent and we're going to write that figure down. So that's the low figure of roll. So it's 988. And then we go to the full to the right and we're coming up with 2011. And then we carry on this with the pitch is 9, they'll probably be the same sort of figures. And then fully up is 2009. And then yaw is again 988. And the full right figure is 2011, and then throttle, I beg your pardon, is 988, and then we've got 2011 there. Right, once you've done that, then we can go and put those figures into Betaflight, and so that you should then see the figures go to their correct full extent, so that the radio and Betaflight are synced up. Okay, now we can carry on. So we need to go to our CLI tab.
Telemetry lost, telemetry recovered.
Okay.
Telemetry lost, telemetry recovered.
There we go. Okay, what I'm going to do first is...
Minute.
Oh, sorry, throttle. There we go. Now what we're going to do is do a screen dump, so we have all the settings saved on our computer for this quadcopter, just in case something goes wrong. Okay, here we go. And there they all come. Okay, now we're going to click copy to, or save, let's save to file. And I'm going to go to my computer. I've got a quads, there we go. And I'm just going to put that...
Inactivity alarm.
I'm just going to save that in there. I'll set up a directory later. There we go. So now we've got a complete copy of the settings from Betaflight for this quad, just in case we have to restore them. Right, now the commands that we need to put in to be able to change our endpoints, do our endpoint adjustments, are as follows. We go to the screen. We have to type in RX range. And then 0 will be the A, which is our roll. So we're then going to put a space, and then we type in the figure 988, and then space and 2011, and push enter. Okay, that's the first one in. Then we go to the next line and we put RX range and 1 this time. And this time we're going to again go back to our piece of paper and see what we wrote down. It's 988 space 2009 this time. Enter. Okay, and you just carry on that way with the other figures. So let me quickly do that. And once you've done that, you press save. Type save and enter.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Okay, it's going to reboot now. Okay, let's reconnect. Now, what we're looking for is in our receiver tabs that we get the full range. So let's go to there. Okay, so if we go to roll, there we go, 1000 and 2000. So you can see that's working. So our roll's fine. Our throttle, 1000, 2000. Our yaw, 1000, 2000. And pitch, 1000, 2000. So great, we've set up the endpoint adjustments, so everything should be okay there. Let's take a look at the midpoint adjustments. Now looking at the screen, what I've read up is that readings between 1498 and 1502 are sort of normal because you get a bit of jitter on the signal. So I'm going to leave those as they are. They look fine. It looks like the only way you can adjust those is actually within the radio, but they are so close to those figures that I'm happy with that. So we are going to leave that. You can see it's 1500 midpoint. This one is fluctuating a bit, and that one is staying, the yaw is staying at 1492. There is another thing that we need to adjust. Now, to be honest, I don't know why we do this, but as I say, I'm a newbie, but I take notice of Joshua Bardwell. And Joshua Bardwell says, set up your stick low threshold to, and the figures that he uses is 1010 and 1990. So I'm going to put those figures into my threshold. So let's take a look. Here we go. And then this one we're going to increase it to 9. Okay. And then we go save. I'm just going to disconnect and then reconnect. Sometimes I notice with this quad it doesn't connect, but then normally the second time it does. Okay, let's take another look at the receiver. We're going to take a quick check of everything. Okay, a threshold is set up as that now. And we're going to recheck our throttle, 2000, 1000, roll, 2000, 1000, pitch, 2000, 1000, and yaw. Fantastic. Everything is set up as it should be. Okay, there we go then. Now let's take a look at the settings for forwarding our RSSI to our goggles. Okay, we're going to hit the model button, and the first thing we need to look at is the inputs, and we have to set this up on number 8, and let's go have a look. Now in here we just need to pick the source as the RSSI. You'll see there's a telemetry sign there. The source must be 100, the scale must be 100, the weight must be 100%, and then the rest is 0. That's all we need to do there. Then we click our page button again, and then we have to go down to channel 8 here. Oopsie daisy, let's just edit. And in there we need to, I've named the mix RSSI. We've picked up channel 8. The weight must be 200%. And the offset must be minus 100%, and the diff is 0. That's everything. That is all we need to do to send our RSSI to the goggles. Now I will go on and show you in Betaflight how we set this up. Let me plug the quadcopter in so you can see the RSSI working. Okay, let me walk away with the quadcopter and see if we can get the RSSI to jump. It's on 100%. Now I'm going to walk away and you'll watch the channel 8. Okay, that just proves the quadcopter's RSI is working. Okay, it's staying quite stable when we're close to it. Okay, and there we go. Now we can check if our RSSI is working. We need to go to Betaflight and we need to go to our receiver tab. Now, okay, you can see OX4 is powered up there. We see we're getting a reading of 2011 there. And when I first connected my quad to Betaflight, this RSSI channel was turned off. It was on, disabled, but you now have to select channel aux channel 4 and everything should be working nicely. That's the only thing we need to do here to get our RSSI reading on our goggles. Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you, and please share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. Happy flying. Bye for now. Bye. Bye-bye.